Raider Nation, help me out. I need y'all to like this video right now. I got to get up to 1,000 likes on this vid so I can do more Raider stat projections videos. If you know me, you'll know that I love doing stat projections videos. Heck, that's how I got my start in this business, doing fantasy football. However, the bosses here at Chat Sports, they tell me, Mitch, these kind of videos don't get any views. Let's prove them wrong. So like the video right now. Raider Nation, what's going on? You're watching the Raiders Report. I got a fun show on tap. It's going to be a little bit different. Today, I am going to project who's going to lead the Raiders in receiving yards, the top 5 players. Mitch, why did you choose the top 5 players? Because over the last 2 seasons, 2019 and 2018, 75% of Derek Carr's passing yards have gone to his top 5 options. Before I give you the right wide receivers, though, I got to tell you what I'm projecting about Derek Carr. So let's look at his last 4 years. 21 touchdowns last year, but over 4,000 yards the past 2 seasons. He's starting to get acclimated more with this John Gruden offense, and I'm really excited to see what he's going to do. So for me, my projections, they haven't changed. I put this out about a month ago. I'm going to stick with it. 4,220 yards. Then we're going to get to 26 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. This will be a career high and a career year for Derek. So what I wanted to be able to show you guys is maybe some of the past numbers, right? Some of the past successions and who's really stood out in this offense. The last 3 years, a tight end has led the team in receiving yards. You look at Jared Cook, 196, 688. Amari Cooper, we won't mention his name, but Darren Waller, over 1,000 yards. So then, you know what? Let's go a deeper level here. In 2019, the receiving yards breakdown. 46% of the receiving yards went to the wide receiver position. 35% went to the tight end position. Running backs, they got 19%. But I didn't want to do just a year sample size. We do a little bit extra here at the Raiders Report. 52% of the receiving yards in 2018, receivers. Tight ends, 27. Running backs, 21. So basically what I did is I took 2019, I took 2018, and then I put them together, and then I thought really how this offense is going to work. So my 2020 breakdown, this is also based off of Carr's 4,220 yards that I projected him to get. So 49%, that's going to go to the wide receiver. 31% to the tight end, and then 20 to the running back. So what is the theme of today's show? Trying to get you guys to figure out who's going to lead the team in receiving yards. And actually, I think it's a pretty good question, so I'm going to make it the pinned comment on today's video. So for every single person that sees this on YouTube, you're going to get hit with the YouTube ad break. While that ad is playing, I want you to scroll on down and let me know who's going to lead the Raiders in receiving yards. Darren Waller, number 1 here. He's going to lead the team. You'll be able to see my projections on these players at the very bottom note. He's going to see 112 targets. That's 5 less than he saw last year. 79 catches, 11 less than he saw last year. 1,003 yards and 6 touchdowns. The fact that a tight end has led this team in receiving yards for 3 straight years, one thing that I know, Derek loves to get the tight end involved. The other thing that I know, John Gruden loves to get the tight ends involved. And heck, we have some very, very talented ones. I know John wants to be able to get 3 tight ends on the field, and you are going to see a lot of Jason Witten. You are going to see a lot of Foster Moreau. But when it comes down to it, they don't make people 6'6", 250 pounds run the way that Waller does. The one way that I think that he can really get better is in the red zone. I do believe that he doubles his touchdown output going from 3 touchdowns up to 6. So why did I have Darren leading it? Targets. Targets are the easiest way to be able to project what a player is going to be able to have. And for me, I'm going to say that he's going to be around that 112 target number because he's still going to be the top option. He's still going to be the main threat in the offense. And, well, yeah, the dude's got chemistry with Derek. But let's not only talk about targets. I'll show you what the receiving leaders were last season. Darren's really the only player that has familiarity that you see on screen. Tyrell's got the banged-up shoulder. I'm not 100% confident in that. Hunter did come on strong at the end of the year, but that was due to injuries. Jalen Richard and DeAndre Washington, he's not even on the team anymore. So the theme is not doing just 1 year. Let's also go back to 2018. Look at the faces here. The only face that is still on this team is at the running back position, Jalen Richard. And 2018 target leaders, yeah, they're about the same. Let's also now go look at the 2018 receiving yard leaders. Jared Cook, 896. What you're seeing is this. Derek finds one dude, he finds his favorite target, and then a lot of the other players are just, well, sprinkled in there with the stats. So I know some of y'all are going to think that I'm hating, but I did the numbers. I crunched the numbers, and you can always get mad at me and yell at me. I'm on Instagram. Y'all know where to find me, at Mitchell Renz 365. Got an awesome deal for y'all. Only $19.99 is the shirt that you see on the screen. It's Raiders against the world, baby. Go to chatsports.com/RaidersWorld. I'm going to put that link in the comments, and it's going to be in the description. However, this shirt is normally $24.99. I'm just trying to save every dollar that I possibly can. You could take that $5 extra. Who knows? Maybe go get a burger. Maybe go get a beer. Just trying to help you out. Raiders against the world. Go get that t-shirt. This deal is only going to last for the next 24 hours. At number 2, Henry Ruggs. The Raiders go out and draft him. 12 overall. What does Mark Davis say? He said that he reminds me of Cliff Branch. Speed that my dad wants, speed that I want on this team. So back in college, Ruggs, he scored a touchdown on 25% of his catches. That's insane. Imagine catching 98 balls and going for 24 touchdowns. That basically saying Darren last season would have had 20 touchdowns. Mind blown, right? My projections for him, 101 targets, 62 catches, 868 yards, and 5 touchdowns. This is based off the fact that I know they're going to move him all over the field. I know they're going to move him at the Z. They're going to throw him in the slot as well. They want to be able to put the football in his hands. With the numbers that I projected, he's going to be around 14 yards per catch. I'll tell you what, Henry Ruggs and all that speed, it's going to be a lot of fun. Have you ever seen the show Let's Make a Deal? I'm going to make you a deal, okay? What I want you to do right now, go down on YouTube, and if you can guess the exact receiving yards for Henry Ruggs, I'm going to Venmo you $25. My Venmo is at Mitchell Renz 365. Now, there is a catch, right? Because you got to catch the football to get yards. The first person to go down in the comments section and give me the exact receiving yards for Ruggs this upcoming year, you're going to get $25 from me. At number 3 on my list, I have Hunter Renfrow, and this is where I would imagine some people are going to get upset. 555 receiving yards. When I ask this question, a lot of times the numbers, well, they're a lot higher. But remember, a lot of the time, the third option on this team hasn't gotten over 600 yards. And, well, for Hunter Renfrow, there's just a lot of mouths to feed. I love Renfrow, and if you've watched this show before, you'll know that I think he's clutch, that the reason why we call him Slot Machine is because he's getting dollars, and he's going to continue to get those dollars. Carr has a lot of confidence. Also, the fact that Carr's been working with him this offseason, those are good things. But the biggest thing for me, he is going to be that third option. And he's actually technically the fourth option in terms of plays because this football team is still really going to run the football with Josh Jacobs. So with Hunter, he is coming off a solid year. His numbers are going to come down. It's not because I don't love him. It's because there's just a lot more mouths to feed, and the team is a lot more talented this upcoming year. So one of the things that I love to do here at the Raiders Report is go live. We do live shows every Tuesday. We do live shows for breaking news. Like, unfortunately, we did news around Tyrell Williams. He's unfortunately not going to be on this video. But hey, if you want to get on our mailbags, if you want to be featured on the Raiders Report, the easiest way to do that is to click that subscribe button and join us every single Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Pacific. Am I going to see you there? 4 Chucky heads? You better be there. Number 4 on my list, Bryan Edwards, another rookie. So I got 2 rookies on my list. The reason why I'm going to put him in this one, the hype, it's been there all training camp long. And if Tyrell Williams is unable to play, okay, you insert Bryan Edwards. Let's just say Tyrell's able to do it. He's able to put the numbers together. Then, yes, his numbers are, in fact, going to come down. My projections, 58 targets, 35 catches, 455 yards, and 3 touchdowns. I base these numbers off of a lot of the times when you go back and look at Derek, when you go back and look at John Gruden's past numbers with that, if you will, bigger receiver and that third option in terms of receivers, it's going to be Bryan. Is he going to be slotted as the wide receiver too? Yes. But when it really comes down to it, I anticipate Hunter Renfrow, I anticipate Henry Ruggs getting more targets than Edwards this upcoming season. I've been to a lot of games. I've done this show now almost 3 years and maybe that's a little stretch. 2 years. And I know that y'all like to debate, and I know y'all want to let me know, okay? This show is made for the nation. It's meant for your voice to get out. Who's going to have more receiving yards in 2020? If you think it's going to be Hunter Renfrow, I want you to type HR. If you think it's going to be Bryan Edwards, scroll on down and type BE. At number 5, Jalen Richard, the lone running back on this list. I thought about throwing in there Foss Moreau. I'm a big fan of Moreau, but I think he's going to be more involved in the touchdown game, if you will. For Jalen, this is tough. Only 294 receiving yards for Richard seems a little bit low. You're looking at one of the best pass-catching running backs in the National Football League since coming into the league. 124 targets, or no, over the last 2 years, 124 targets, 106 catches. That's incredible. Anytime you have that high of a catch rate, there's a reason why Derek checks it down to him. There's a reason why Derek Carr is not afraid to go to Jalen Richard because he does ultimately catch the football. So for me, I know how this offense is going to work. I've seen the reports about Josh Jacobs getting 60 catches. I don't believe it because of the amount of confidence Derek Carr has in Jalen Richard. And to prove to you that the Raiders have confidence in their running back, to prove to you that the Raiders have confidence in that running back, Jalen Richard, they paid him 2 years, $8 million. Guess what? Money talks. And I hope y'all continue to talk on the Raiders Report. So before I leave you, here's again my projections. Darren Waller is going to lead the team this year, 1,003 yards. Henry Ruggs, 868. Hunter Renfrow, 555. I was going to do 666, but that would have just been unlucky. Bryan Edwards at 455. And then to round it out, 294. So remember, Derek Carr, 4,220 yards. 75% of his passing yards have gone to his top 5 options. So for all the other players, they're going to get their chance. There's just a lot of mouths to feed this upcoming year for the Las Vegas Raiders. So if you've made it this far in the video, I appreciate you. I'm glad that you liked the Raiders Report. I'm glad that you watched it this far. If y'all want to, I want you to type Sam in the comments section. Producer Sammy's new here. This is his very first video, and he filmed it. Now, I want you to give me some feedback here, okay? Hit me up on Instagram. Follow me. Send me a DM what you thought about my projections at Mitchell Renz 365. Raider Nation, what's going on? Is this the #1 Raiders channel on YouTube? For Chucky Heads, believe it, baby. And if you haven't already, subscribe right here. I'm giving you Chucky Heads, news, rumors, Raider Nation rumors. And look at this. I'm making your life easier. Check out my next video. Thanks for watching, and go Raiders.